All right, Shalom. I'm going to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shema, Kakodash, double honor to the apostle and elders, great millstone, Shalom, to the came out to preaching the word of sincerity and in truth. Yeah, and I just want to do this lesson on this fertility crisis that's going, around the face of the earth. You have this article on the health, WTSP.com. I just jumped straight into it. Brink of a fertility crisis. Scientists say plummeting sperm counts caused by everyday products. Yeah, and I'm gonna jump into the fullness of the article. Tampa, Florida. You probably heard of someone who struggled with infertility. Maybe you even know a couple who had treatment to help them save a baby. Fertility issues are pretty common, and new research shows we could actually be on the brink of a fertility crisis. Dr. Shauna Swan, an environmental and reproductive epidemiologist at Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, found sperm counts have plummeted over the last 4 decades. Yeah, so in the last 40 years, you've seen a gradual drop, a dramatic drop, on sperm count. And that's has been deliberately designed by your enemy. Talking about you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites. Your enemy is the so-called white man as and also these other nations. All right, they all, pursuant to Psalms the 83rd chapter, have all came together on a unified front to make sure that you discontinue as a people. Period, man. That's why you have the Georgia Guidestones. That's why you have Planned Parenthood. That's why you have the eugenics program. You have all these different programs, even dealing with Margaret Sanger. Her whole modus operandi, her MO was to destroy majority of you blacks, as well as Latinos and Native Americans, man, from off the face of the earth. All right. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. It says the journey into parenthood has been long and tedious for Sindel and Chris Sordovel. They started trying to have a baby 4 years ago, and when they were both in their late 20s, they struggled to try to conceive and resorted to in vitro fertilization. They experienced several failed treatments and a miscarriage. Yeah, so, they give an example. And a lot of women have fertility issues as well as men. You see the sperm count from 1973, 99 sperm, per milliliter. Now in 2011 is 47, which is less than half, or around that, almost, basically half, a little bit less, so that tells a lot, or it's a little bit more around that range, but it's dramatically slashed. That's why it says her research found sperm caps are dropped by half in the last 4 decades. In 1973, the average ejaculate had 99 million sperm per milliliter. By 2011, the average ejaculate had 47 million. So, this is a crisis, man. And it's something that's gonna continue to drop. You see these soy boys that's walking around. They're all about promoting, effeminization, from the clothes that they wear to the lifestyle that they live, the food that they eat. They encourage our people to walk after the same, course. And that's why it tells you that in the book of Exodus. And I'm going to get into some other scriptures. But, Exodus 23:2, it says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do either evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to wrest judgment." Yeah, and that's following after the course of the world. And we see that this world, like our old Jakes would say, is going to hell in the handbasket. Then it's like I said, it's not only men that's suffering, reproductively. Women also. You have certain women that have example, polycystic ovarian cancer, which is cancer and cysts. Poly is many, polycystic cysts, within their ovaries, which the woman's ovaries are responsible for their reproductive production. So it's a blockage, as well as, a lot of these women are on birth control, you know, and they take a lot of these different things within their body that actually throws off their pH, which actually throws off your sperm count. So, like I said, this is all deliberately designed by the so-called white man. He is the supplanter of death, really. You had Jacob, that supplanted Esau, for his birthright, but Esau is literally trying to get over on the world, man, by the force of death. Here it is. Yeah, looking for Mark 13:20, and he's the harbinger of death. Really, that's the best way of putting it. Not the supplanter, but really the harbinger, because he brings about death. All right, killing off your sperm. Your sperm is your seed. It's the instruments of life, and they speaking about people getting jabbed. Whether it's Pfizer or Moderna. It's a AstraZeneca. These different Johnson Johnson, whatever. These different major pharmaceutical, medicinal conglomerates or corporations, they're jabbing you left and right. People are getting these jabs, and they're saying that it F's with their fertility, man. So this is Mark 13:20. And except that the Lord have shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he have chosen, he have shortened the days. Right. So the Lord has to cut the time short, so to speak. He got to deliver us out of this thing quick. Well, because messing with this white man, no flesh will be able to reproduce. Because he already poisons your water to put you in a passive state. Destroying your testosterone. Which your testosterone also is where your vigor lies. All right, that's where your strength. The strength of a man is his testosterone. So when Esau does these different things to dramatically cut, then that destroys us as a nation. But the Lord has to cut these days short so that this devil doesn't have full free range to cut us off, because he's at that time to run amok on the face of the earth. It tells you that in the book of Revelations, how the devil will be loose for a season, but the season is up, and this is going to be the rise of the nation, So just wanted to shed a few words on that. Keep your eye on this devil. Keep far from this man, And I'm on anybody giving all praise, honor, glory unto you. How about Shema, Shah, by Shema Kakodash, double unto the apostle, the elders, great millstone, Shalom, Bakir.